What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. I have an amazing day. Today's video we are going to taking a look at Android 12 Beta 3 ported Pixel GSI for any of the devices that support treble. So again over here I have my Redmi K20 Pro. Yeah, one of the weirdest devices to actually boot this thing without a normal hardware. So yeah, it just pretty much works on many of the devices. No matter if you have system A partition, AB system as root, I will provide links for everything in the description. And again, as you can see, it just looks very beautiful on the K20 Pro. So I won't be going through each and every single thing that the Beta 3 has to offer, because I think more than handful of people have actually covered it on a Pixel devices much more better than me. So just compare it with the Beta 2.1. I have my Redmi Note 7 Pro currently on the Beta 2.1, and as you can see, the home screen just looks pretty much the same. Again, you have the at a glance completely working, whereas it's been replaced by Live Space right over here, and it's just a bit broken. So again, if I just go here, my Google bar is a bit broken, but yeah, looks pretty much the same. Again, some of the things that have been changed right over there. But now if you just even go to wallpapers and style, as you can see, a huge revamp right over here. So again, you have the styles, grids and everything right over here. I can't actually find the style in the newer base, but again, as you can see, you have your normal app grid, dark theme, themed icons is a new one, but now you can even choose the colors that are grabbed from the wallpaper from the material U. Again, the system UI GX is a bit broken, so this doesn't really work that great. But again, as you can see, it changes the colors right over here through the system UI, even for the clock. So yeah, pretty nice stuff. Again, into the more things, yeah, this just looks a bit older, even though it was just introduced into the Android 11. But now you can even turn to a dark theme right over here, and it just switches pretty quick. You even have themed icons which only appear onto the home screen, not into the app drawer, so that's really clean. Again, your bar goes completely dark even if the wallpaper applied is quite dark. Again, as you can see, this is how the quick settings panel looks. Everything is just butter smooth. Like Android 12 Beta 3 is extremely snappy even on the Note 7 Pro when I tried it. So let's just switch to the light theme. Again, themed icons off. So coming back again onto the home screen, pretty much the same stuff, but now if you just go to the quick settings panel, yeah, all the toggles are just pretty much the same. The system UI GX is actually missing onto the Beta 3, but I just think that's a vendor issue. So let's just enable that. Again, as you can see, it grabs the colors. But if you just go to the internet, massive change right over here. So I was pretty annoyed that how Google implemented it, but now you can directly turn off the Wi-Fi right over here, whereas it was just the settings. Then again, you can just close it right over here. Again, the close button was completely broken onto the Beta 2.1, whereas now over here you can directly jump into the Wi-Fi settings or just see all the networks right over here. Again, let's just jump onto the settings. Just like that. Again, as you can see, the toggle has been moved up as it should. Again, it uses all new toggle UI. Looks much more cleaner than before. So let's just come back. Again, it still stays there. So yeah, going to the settings app, again there is a massive difference in all of the settings, to be honest. So again over here the colors have been completely removed for the icons, but I think the color just looks much more better. It doesn't look really childish to me as I'm a One UI user. But let's just go to the networks and internet. Yeah, all the toggles have been revamped. Then again, even if you just go to the apps, scrolling down, now you have game settings right over here. So again, this is a game dashboard. I will talk about it later on. But yeah, coming back, going through the display, again adaptive brightness and stuff is just pretty much the same, but the toggles are now completely fixed as it should. But yeah, we get the point. Beta 3 is just far more better. But in terms of functionality, yeah, there are many small little changes. Like now you have enable face detection with the auto loaded screen. Now it only worked fine for me like one time, but I don't know people that will use it, cause why would you have your camera turned on all the time? But yeah, quite a handy stuff if you have a tablet. The latency of it has been turned down by 25% according to the Google. Now if you just come back, a lot of the things have been minutely changed right over here. Like even if the notifications, if you just go down, the bubbles animation has been changed, but somewhere over here, no, it's in sound. Yeah, it's a bit weird. If you just go to media, now you have the option to just pin the media player into the quick settings panel rather than being in the notification panel. That wasn't toggleable before, but yeah, it's in media rather than being into notifications. Again, you have the media recommendations, which would be a live space feature, which hasn't been enabled yet. So scrolling down, wallpapers and style, we already took a look at that. Looks much more cleaner than before. And if you go to the accessibility, you have text and display a lot more better than before. Again, you can explore that yourself. So coming back, security, just nothing. Your biometrics should be working fine if you have a normal fingerprint scanner, but if you have an in-display one like the K20 Pro, nope, it's broken for pretty much all the phones. So scrolling down, location, again once you boot up the phone for the first time, it will tell you to use your precise location or just the idea of an area that you want to give it. Now you can completely toggle it whenever you want into just application location permissions, like user precise location or just an idea of it, but you will only get this UI for first time. Again, a little small detail that we missed right over here, which would be the storage. Now if you just go here, you have the trash option for the Google Files app. Now you can just completely dismiss whatever you want to just delete or just restore right over here. Again, it's a complete files integration, and I guess the UI has been improved for it. Files app into the beta 2.1 and Files app into the beta 3. Again, as you can see, the trash was open because it's an integrated one. And yeah, as you can see, the recents and the UI has been a bit more flat out. Again, it has better animations for going through everything. Yep, a lot more changes into the Google Apps just integrated, but it would be getting a app update, so that's not a Android 12 specific. And then just going back, the screenshot experience is just now far more better. So again, just hopping on to the settings, you can now completely take a scrolling screenshot. Yeah, the scrolling screenshot API has been far more improved now. It's just completely dark because I'm using OLED saver for avoiding the flickering into the camera. But look at that, this is like the best scrolling screenshot implementation that you can find. Yeah, it's just amazing. Like Android has finally done it, and it's the best way. Again, the animations and everything, like even the editing is just now far more better for it. Again, you can draw as you like. Coming back, you can even select the text from it, even though it's just completely dark. So yeah, recognition is pretty good. But just going through more recent apps panel, thing is, even if you just have a link on, now you can completely share the link right over here. Yeah, you can just copy it or share it with your friends, but the API isn't that good. So for example, a app like Amazon, which is again pretty web based when compared to Flipkart or Myntra, you can't just copy the link from it directly right over there. You have to share the link inside the app. So yeah, this should be better when the Android fully releases. Again, just you can screenshot it right over here, even with the Snapchat, and it won't let the next person know. Again, the app opening speeds and everything is just fine. Even with the Gcam, if you have auxiliary cameras, that should be working great. As you can see, ultra wide telephoto just works fine. Again, the camera switching is very good, even with the night sight. There you go, completely works fine. And then the gaming mode. Yep, a complete gaming mode has been implemented into Android. So yeah, Subway Surfers, and there you go, a game launcher like Toggle is right over there. So even if I just expand it and go to it, you have game optimization, which I guess just clears out the RAM and stuff. But you also have stream to YouTube live directly right over there implemented, even though it's a beta, so that's really neat. We might see more features for it like resolution or bitrate, but you have the screenshot toggle, screen record, FPS, and do not disturb, which is a setting, not a toggle. But here you go, a live FPS counter. Again, you can record just like your normal settings. Again, look at that FPS. Oh, it's struggling. Grab a screenshot, it completely pauses the game. And yeah, that's basically it for the Android 12 Beta 3 GSI. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you found this helpful, please drop a like, and the installation is extremely easy. You have to just grab the GSI appropriate to the system. You have to know which partition you have. Then again, just flash the GSI, flash the Permisor v5, and depending your storage encryption, you might have to flash a decryptor like the decrypt for the K20 Pro right over here, and just boot the device right ahead. It should boot without any issues if the vendor supports it. And yeah, see you guys in the next one. Peace.